that I'm very excited to be with my good friend Jimmy, and we're going to share with you how to record wide electric guitars. Alright, so now before we jump in, if you're new here on the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel, to click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And for all of you, if you enjoyed this video, share and like. Okay, let's jump in. Now, there's several ways to record wide electric guitars, and this is what we're going to show you today. We're actually in a recording session, me and Jimmy, and I just decided to just shoot a video and show you guys what I did here on this session. So basically what we're looking at here, I'm just going to mute that second electric guitar. What we're looking at is we're recording rhythm electric guitar on the chorus of that song that I'm working on. Now, nothing is mixed, everything is raw, all right? So let's have a quick listen and without any guitars. All right, so now I'm gonna add that first guitar. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring that back to the center. So now I want to make that guitar sound wide like crazy, okay? So what I'm gonna do here, first of all, is I'm gonna pan that take to the left. Okay, so the goal is just to pan it to one side of your image. Okay, so I decided that will go to the far left. Now I recorded that guitar using 2 microphones, and also I recorded the line input as well. So I'm not going to talk about that on this video. But for now, let's focus on that one take itself. One option that I have to bring that guitar as wide as possible is to just not copy, but play the same part again. I'm going to avoid copying the same track over, okay? This is only going to cancel itself if I just duplicate the track and pan that left and right, okay? Everything is going to come back to the center because we're dealing with the same signal. Ideally, if you want your guitars to sound wide, both signals needs to be different, okay? So this is what we're going to do. So we're just going to re-record the same part twice, okay, on another track. So let's try that out, Jim.
Yep.
So I'm just going to make sure that track, that take is panned to the far right, and I'm going to use the same microphone balance. All right, so this is one option that you can do. Just re-record the same part again. But if you want to add a bit more difference between the two takes, on top of playing the same part again, you can also use a different guitar. Okay. In our case, we use the same Gibson SG, but we changed the pickup. I think this is what you did, eh?
Yeah. So I have one option here is that if I put this nub there, I will play with the humbuckers. If I do this, this pickup is gonna change into a single coil.
Okay.
So it sounds more thinner.
Yeah. So, and on top of that, what I decided to do on my end, since I'm using 2 microphones, is on the first take, I just put a bit more of the Mini K47. and I have a 57 as well. And I just did the opposite. Actually, I'm going to turn off the Mini K47 on the second part and just increase the SM57. So this way, those two sounds, even if it's the same part that has been played twice, they're going to sound a bit more different. So different microphone and different pickup settings. So this is what it sounds like. Okay, now it sounds very wide. It's a bit better than it was before. So let's go a step further. And something else that you can also do and that we did in this case, I'm gonna just mute that take for now. And we're gonna go and listen to what we did earlier. Basically what we did was just to play a completely different part, okay? Same type of chords, but different voicings, okay? So what we did at first.
Yeah, so we had two ideas. The first idea we had was to reverse all of the chords in the chorus. So normally what we do is we play a G flat, A flat, and then B flat minor. Mm-hmm. So what we decided to do was to change to reverse all of the chords. So the first chord would be like a G flat on a D flat. So it's like an inversion, I guess. Instead of playing this, we did this. We thought about doing this, which sounds larger. But then, after trying the first idea, we decided to keep the same rhythm as the first guitar, but instead of doing the root, we would go with the third. So play in octaves, and then so we would just follow the chords as it was moving through the chorus.
Let's have a quick listen. So again, that is also something else that you can do just to make sure that you have that you're playing something a bit different to complement the original part. So this way you have even more separation between the two takes, and this will enlarge the sound of the guitar. And we actually found some other parts to replace this one. Instead of doing this one, we experimented with a few different options, and the second one was quite nice as well. Let's have a quick listen.
Yeah, so what we did with this one, we just kept the same chord so that it would sound more like a ostinato. Mm-hmm. So we kept the B flat chord there, which is like a B flat 5, and then on top of all the different chords. That idea was good, but
he came up with something even better. So this is what's cool about working with Jimmy. He always comes up with like a new idea, and he loves to experiment with stuff. And he told me, so you know what, Chris, wait a minute, let's try this part instead. I'm just gonna go back just one notch here. So, you have that kind of weird note, playing that is always there. There's a tension, that is present in the sound, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, so what we decided to do, we decided instead of staying on the B flat there on top of all the chords, what we did was just to go, we went a little higher on the guitar neck here, just to have a little more sound, almost like crystal or a cloud on top of the chords, or
something that sustains,
Yeah, almost like an alarm system or something that was behind the chords. So what we did, we played an F. It was like an octave here at the top of the guitar. So the F note on top of the G flat would be the major 7th. And then we stayed on F on the second chord, which is normally A flat. So that would be A flat sixth. And then on the B flat minor, that would be just the fifth. So it creates a nice tension.
Yeah, I kind of like that. But my concern was, is it going to be too much for the entire chorus at the end of the song? It's pretty cool, but at some point, you know, it was a kind of an arrangement decision. And what I did here, I decided just to blend a bit of everything that we did up to now. So I kept the first chord progression for the first half of the last chorus. Then I went into that type of sustain alarm system tension type of sound, and the last 2-3 bars I kept what we did like
the B flat
version. There you go. All right, so let's listen to the entire last chorus, and you'll see what's happening here. And this makes the arrangement and the guitar recording a bit more interesting by playing with different types of chord progressions, and even on the second part staying on the same note. It was kind of cool. So let's listen. So there you go. So this is how we managed to record very wide electric guitars. I hope you're going to get something out of this. If you have any questions or comments, please leave everything down below. And don't forget to share and to like if you enjoyed this video. And again, if you're new here on the channel, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, so hopefully I'm going to bring Jim back on some future videos. So leave me a comment if you want Jim to come back. All right, my friends, take care. I'm going to see you next time.